Okay, was not expecting to do it this way, but zoom and boom, everyone. Spiky Dash here. So this is, I guess, stream 1 of 2 that is not a live stream, unfortunately. This is, as George Carlin once said, pre-recorded. It's unfortunate that I have to do it this way, but the reality is that the last 2 days I tried to go live. We got nasty looking radar. Yeah, so they're popping up, they're firing around, and so considering I don't want to have something happen in the middle of a live stream, I'm going to do it this way instead. As much as I despise it, as much as I hate it, the fact because uploading these takes then forever, I'm going to do it this way because I don't want you guys missing out on these reactions. So, plus I also got construction noise outside. Seriously, like they are doing something across the street from me, and I can feel like the vibrations. Like it's that crazy. So yeah, it's nuts all around. So apologies again in advance. Hope you guys understand that this week has just been unfortunate because of crappy weather, and at least in the area. We actually did have a cell actually come through yesterday when I was about to stream, and so that totally threw it out of whack, so I couldn't stream. And I was just thinking, okay, the radar still looks clear, about 2:30, we're gonna be good, and then blah, 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 blah. Like, of course, because summer storms suck. So I'll have to do it this way instead, but again, hoping you guys understand, I just don't want you missing out on my reactions. So this is MLP reaction to Season 9, Episode 19. And honestly, the second half of Season 9, started off rough. Let's not kid ourselves, it was really bad. Especially 2 of the 3 episodes falling in my really bad category. It was not very promising, but, the last 2 have been... Summer Sun Setback was incredible. We know that. And then after that, last week's Swiss She Talks to Angel, again, a very meh episode because, again, as I mentioned, the concept of body swapping or cutie mark changing or what have you has been done, beaten to death many times before in other shows and other episodes. And it was just the way what I think was presented here really wasn't, to me, up to par. It wasn't. And I heard the reviewers say, "Oh, don't compare it to Real Problem." Well, it's kind of hard not to because, it's in a very similar vein because that one's finding out how the other lives and goes through their day-to-day experiences. So you really, you can't really say don't compare it because you're kind of forced to. So again, it wasn't the same vein or same realm, but it was all right. It wasn't, it was just It was just there. It was funny. I mean, it was definitely different. It was interesting seeing Angel Bunny actually talking and being in Flutter's body. But yeah, aside from that, it was just all right. It was an alright episode. So I know the title of this episode is Dragon Dropped. First off, it's a very bad pun on like drag and drop from computers. It's a very bad pun, Hasbro. And second off, so obviously Dragon episode. So, but I don't want to get too excited on this because of the last Dragon episode we had with Sweet and Smoky. And I was thinking, oh great, Smolder's headlining it, Spike's in it, we got to go to the Dragonlands Ember. How could I not like this episode? Looks can be deceiving, as I found out. So that was very unfortunate, because that very much landed in the meh episode, especially when they had a rushed resolution to, I guess, quote unquote, redeem Garble. I mean, I don't really call it a full-on redemption. I never have. So yeah, I didn't see it as that. So I'm very leery now on just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like the Dragons. I always will. As long as even if they're not in the next gen, I will remember the Dragons in this gen for sure. But I hesitate now just based off that one episode. So, and dropped. I hope not literally. Like, I hope that like we don't actually like drop a dragon. I don't think that's literal. Dropped. What could that imply? That could mean so many different things. That could go in a number of different directions. Maybe a dragon getting exiled out of the Dragonlands. Maybe something happening to one of them. Where something happens. I hope it's not the Spike or Smolder, because those obviously are my two favorites. Or even Ember. Gosh, what if Ember, like something like controversial happened, in the Dragonlands with her, and now maybe her spot as Dragon Lord is being challenged or questioned. That would be a humdinger an episode. I wouldn't want it to happen, obviously, because I think Ember's doing a great job as Dragon Lord, but that would be a humdinger for sure. I think this could go a number of different ways. I'm looking forward to it. So, again, apologies that I have to do it this way, as in pre-recorded and not live, but cursed weather. I just wish this is why I like winter, because winter doesn't have thunderstorms in it. That unless there's thunder snow, but that's very, very rare. That's rare with like a stronger blizzard or what have you. And there have been times where that's happened, but it's very rare where it's happened. But I don't. This is why I'm a winter person. And they say you can't be a winter person in Indiana. People hate winter. They can't drive in it. No. You can drive in it if you know how to be careful in it. But don't you hate the cold? Well, yeah, but that's why you dress warmly. And there's a thing called heat. There's a thing called heating in your home. You turn that on and it warms your home. So I'm excited. I'm always excited for an LP episode, but
it's amazing. It feels good.
Let's see.
It feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines,
okay,
and
let's
wrinkles.
See.
So it targets all those problem areas. So this would be a daily thing, or
Rarity worries that she has done something to upset Spike after he stops making time for her. Really? We're going here? Oh my gosh, how many times have I said that Sparity needs to die? I mean, oh my gosh. Why do they keep dragging this out? Or dragging it out. Pun intended. Why do they keep doing this? I don't know why this is still a thing. Again, it's like John Oliver. Why is this a thing? Why is this still a thing? I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't get it why it's still a thing. But whatever. All right. Let's see what this is all about.
Turns out your friend here doesn't have a problem at all. He isn't a gecko. He's a fire lizard.
Fire lizard.
I forgot that before they get their flame, it's hard to tell them apart.
I'm glad to discover where the source of it lies, or the fire that he breathes would be quite the surprise.
Speaking of surprises, can you please never do that again?
Yes, please, Cora, don't do that again. Wink. Yeah, don't do that again. All right. Hi, Rarity.
Are you here? Hello? Bye.
Whoa.
Oh, there you are. I was starting to think you weren't here. I realize this is last minute, but I've decided on a quick trip to the gem cave.
Aww.
I am on an urgent mission to find some faceted iridescence for my new design. And I can't think of it. For me, I'd rather have a log than my favorite basket holder / bodyguard.
Of course. He is just not paying attention.
Spike?
What's up with that?
Oh, hey, Rudy.
Yeah.
It's Mike.
How can you not?
It's almost as if you haven't been listening. Oh, of course I was.
Of course you were.
Just to be sure, could you say it all again?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. You want to talk about being out of character? Like this is really out of character. Like if the show is seriously making Sparity a thing, like this is very out of character. Because Spike, of course, is Spike over Tail for Rarity, and they've made that pretty obvious in episode after episode where the two are featured. But now it's like all of a sudden there's got to be something else on his mind. It makes you wonder what he was writing there, and B, who that was being sent to. No. Okay, I can see two ways where this is going. And I hope I'm wrong on one count. Well, maybe not, considering how much I want Sparity to not be a thing anymore. So maybe either count would be okay. One, he has a different crush and found somebody else. Two, it's a pen pal. That's the only two ways I could possibly see that going. We'll see. I don't know. I would think maybe this is kind of like a case of mistaken identity or mistaken feeling or something, and he's just immersed in the pen pal rather than her. I hope it's the latter. I wouldn't mind it being the former because, again, I don't want Sparity to be a thing, but I'd much rather, I guess, in this case, so that Rarity doesn't get upset, because we all know how Rarity reacts when she's upset, I'd much rather it be the latter.
I was saying that I plan on visiting the Jet Cave.
No! Is that the time?
Of course you're right. This is a bit of a late start, and those gems won't pick themselves. The real question is, which basket do you want to hold? The smaller one, right? Oh, right. Sorry, Ruby. Can I take a rain check on... What was that again? The Jet Cave? Right. Sounds great. But I need to get to the post office before noon. All right, very funny. Obviously, you get the bigger basket, and I...
You're not getting it, Rarity.
But...
Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting it. Wow. Okay, so maybe it's not dragon dropped as much as that Rarity is the one being dropped by Spike here. Clearly there is something else on Spike's mind that is more important than Rarity, which, again, we really have not seen with this. So, yeah, this is this is definitely trending as something very, very interesting for sure. But he has to get to the post office before noon. This has like a pen pal feel. At least to me. Rarity's going to probably interpret it as, oh no, he found another crush, and now I'm nothing to him. But I think this is more like a pen pal thing. So I think. Okay, so far, all the nastiness is staying north of me. That's good. It can stay that way. And then the stuff out west is weakening, which is really even better. I'm going to have to keep making an eye on the radar here at times. So, again, apologies for that. But Indiana weather. So, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward these commercials, though. Whoa. New Transformers series? Oh, Rescue Bots Academy. Okay, that was... Okay, I think they've already done that. Okay. Alright. How is Rarity going to handle this? Probably not well.
Don't you understand? For as long as we've known each other, Spike has never turned down an opportunity to join me here.
Right?
Ideally, you catch the gems, dear.
Okay, so our writer is Josh Haber. And he's done some decent episodes in the past. Let me do a little quick look-see to refresh my memory. By the way, the My Little Pony app on Fandom is amazing. By the way, it always comes in handy. Let's see. Josh Haber. He's one of the more distinguished writers, I think. I mean, granted, he wasn't one of like the originals, but he's been around a while. Let's see. He came on in season 4. His first episode was Castlemania, which was a really good episode. Wrote Simple Ways. Okay, that was That was a meh episode. Leap of Faith. That was okay. Bloom and Gloom season 5. That was a really good one. I liked that one. Then he wrote the finale of season 5, Can You Remark, which introduced us to Glim Glam. So I definitely got to give him props for that one. Then he wrote the premiere of season 6 as well with the Crystalline, which was really good. He co-wrote On Your Marks. He's one of the more seasoned vets. He co-wrote Stranger Than Fanfiction, which was the Daring Do Quibble Pants episode. Then, of course, he also was with Michael Vogel on the finale of season 6 to Where and Back Again, which is really good. So he's done a lot of finales, too. Contrary to what you might think, that is not thunder. That is a bass coming out of a truck that usually seems to go by my road. He did It Isn't the Main Thing About You, so he knows Rarity episodes. And again, that was a decent episode. Uncommon Bond, that was one with and he does well with Starlight, so that's common. Then Shadow Play, which was an amazing finale. Also did Molt Down with Spike, so again he's very familiar with Spike as well, which is a great episode. Road to Friendship, which is an outstanding episode. Father Knows Beast, not as much. I didn't really like that one. That was kind of... And they wrote part 2 to School Raise, the finale. And then I think this is... Or no, he did do Uprooted, which was awesome with Nicole with Nicole DeBuck. Or no, I'm sorry, he didn't do... He did Sparkle 7 with Nicole, not Uprooted, which was, again, amazing. Common Ground, which was really good. Student Council, So he's had his share of episodes, and he's had his share of really good ones. He really hasn't done a really like negative episode except Father Knows Beast, in my opinion. I think that was like the worst episode that he's really done. So yeah, I can't hit on Josh Haber too much. He's a seasoned vet. Here's hoping that he does well. Since he's done Spike and Rarity episodes in the past, here's hoping he does good on this one.
Places.
You would think Dragons and Gems. You would think it'd be like a great thing,
For a trip to the post office of all places.
right? Clink.
Maybe you should move closer. And why would Spike need to go to the post office at all?
Who is holding your basket, by the way?
That way.
Oh, Applejack. Wow.
Honestly, Applejack, if you're going to fill in, you could make an attempt to hold the basket the way Spike would.
She doesn't.
How's that?
Right? How could she know that?
One thing, Spike knows how to keep things quiet so as not to waken up bats.
And who knew gems could break that easily? That's also an interesting point. I love AJ's face there. If I could show it, I would. But yeah, and who knew gems could break that easily? Apparently they can. Whoa, bats in the cave.
Usually close because so no gem ever touches the ground. Look! Rarity, Spike's been following you closely since he got to Ponyville.
Thank you!
In case you hadn't noticed, I am Spike!
Thank you! Oh yeah, that's gonna wake him though. That's gonna wake the bats. Hi, Twilight!
Hi, Rarity. What's up?
Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. Okay. I am... The fact that Rarity is this distraught over this is just... Wow. Are we going to see the fainting couch? I have a feeling we're going to see the fainting couch here pretty shortly. I have a feeling we're going to see it.
It's my name? Well, that is a question for Spike. Oh, well, Spike isn't here. I think he's at the post office. Again?
There it is. Yep.
Post office. Mary, what's going on? Spike declined my invitation to the Jam Cave, and I intend to find out why. That doesn't sound like Spike.
No,
Did you
it
two
doesn't.
have some sort of fight? A fight? Goodness, Twilight. What in the question would we fight about?
Right, that's
I've
true.
had arguments with friends before, and they can put a real strain on friendships.
Preach. Preach, Twy, because I can totally relate to that. I've had a best friend for 25 years, and we've had our share of big fights, but we power through it. So preach. But really, what would Spike and Rarity honestly ever fight about? Like, and we didn't see it unless it was off camera away from us, or, you know, not us not seeing it. So, yeah, what would they possibly fight about? That doesn't make any sense either. That's interesting.
Certainly. But I think I remember if we had an argument. Maybe you didn't realize it? Do you think you could have done something that unintentionally hurt his feelings? What if I didn't realize what I did? How would I know what I have done when I didn't?
Right?
I wonder if that's it. It certainly would explain his behavior. I must apologize. For what? Oh, that's hardly the point.
But what? That's hardly the point. If you don't even know what you're apologizing for, why even apologize? Like, that's kind of the big point, Rarity. Otherwise, you're just apologizing for no reason. The Spike's gonna look at you like, what are you sorry for? Like if I just, wow, that's like, okay, yes. Please, Rarity, please continue. Yes, by all means.
Mikey, this goes for a grand gesture. Okay, good talk.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, it's Gabby! Ah! Oh wow, we have not. Oh gosh, when was the last time we saw Gabby? Holy cow! I know it's had to have been a while. Oh my god. Well, okay, we haven't seen her like featured in an episode for a long time. I know, of course, we saw her in Hearthwarming Club when we saw the flashback that Gallus was saying about him being an orphan, and we saw her and Gilda and Grandpa Gruff all together, you know, for the only time that Griffins are almost nice to each other. So we saw her there, but featured in an episode? Like, this has to be for the first time in, like, at least a couple seasons. Like, this has been a long time. Oh, Gabby, so good to see you again. Our fellow non-Cutie Mark Crusader. Very nice. Awesome. She's getting some milk and derby. Whoa.
That's a big crate of stuff you're mailing. I'm not mailing it.
Oh,
Then why are you pushing it into the post office?
exactly.
I didn't realize
Good question.
you worked in the Ponyville post office. Oh, no, I don't work here exactly. I'm the official mail carrier of Griffinstone.
Of course she is. That's a perfect job for her. Her helpful self. That's a perfect job. And again, the Crusader mark on the bag. Love it.
Next to me. Why are you pushing it into the post office? I didn't realize Griffins worked in the Ponyville post office. Oh, no, I don't work here exactly. I'm the official mail carrier of Griffinstone. Gabby Griffin. Nice to meet ya.
Aww.
Yes, well, these things aren't for sending, therefore apologizing to Spike. Oh, Spike was just here. He went to go make us a perfect. It'll give me a chance to practice. You stand there and tell me if I picked the right apologetic notes.
Oh my
What are you
gosh.
apologizing for? That's what I'm not.
This is gonna be a running gag, isn't it? Like, we're gonna keep asking her what she's apologizing for, and we don't know what. And of course, she's like, "Oh, that's not important." Yeah, this is gonna become like a running gag. I have a feeling. Oh my gosh. Rarity, you are trying way too hard, girl. Whoa, look out. Oh my.
That is why I simply cannot bear the thought of having hurt you. And even though I don't know what it is that I did, I want you to know that it doesn't matter. Because I am prepared to do anything to make it right.
Wow. Yeah, she's
Oh,
buried.
sorry, dear. I said that sure sounds genuine. Of
Aww.
course it sounds genuine. It is genuine. Verity? What are you doing? Obviously, I'm working on my apology to you, Spike. I don't know how I could be more genuine. I mean, Spike! Oh, Spike! I am so sorry. Please forgive me. You have to forgive me. I don't know what I did or why you are mad at me. Just please say you forgive me. Please. Of course I forgive you, but what are you apologizing for?
This is just too rich. Like, this is, again, I am not a fan of Sparity by any stretch of the imagination, but this is just, Josh Haber, you are something else. Wow. I don't even know. Wow. Like, I don't know what to say. This is like, and of course she'll probably say, oh, it doesn't matter.
You forgive me, please.
She'll so cute, man. She'll probably say, like, oh, it doesn't matter.
Of course I forgive you, but what are you apologizing for? Why does every pony keep harping on that? Wait, don't you know?
Right.
I'm not mad at you about anything. Oh, but I don't understand. If you're not upset with me, why in Equestria would you refuse to go to the gem cave? Because I had other plans.
Oh! Okay. I don't know if I've called it, maybe, but that's a step in direction one. He had plans with Gabby. Now, of course, Rarity's probably going to interpret that as, oh, I've been dropped for Gabby. So, but I don't think it's going to be that way in the end. At least, again, I think it's still more the pen pal thing because the post office is involved, but that's just the way I see it. But of course, Rarity in her mind is going to think, oh no, I've been, my heart's now going to be broken. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Goodness, Rarity. Wow. Yeah, because obviously we knew that, nothing, I shouldn't say nothing, but I wouldn't think Rarity would do anything to make Spike upset unless it was, like, really deliberate, So that's why, everyone kept asking, what are you apologizing for? It kind of became like a running gag. But, but it's like, yeah, but now he's like, oh, yeah, he had plans with me. And Rarity's like, really? So, of course, I think it's a pen pal thing. Rarity's going to think he's breaking my heart. That's the way I view this. I hate to say this is like somewhat of a predictable episode, but it's trending in that direction. And normally Josh Haber doesn't really do like predictable episodes.
In 9 a.m. only on Discovery Family.
Well, alright, so how's Rarity going to handle this?
I don't understand. You two know each other? Gabby and I are sort of pen pals. Yeah.
Did I not call that? Holy... Yes! Yes! I called it! Oh my gosh, I'm so good. Do I not know this show? Like, seriously. Josh Haber, that was predictable from miles of Equestria away. Wow. Pen pals. I knew, Spike was writing, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's got to be writing to somebody, and that was my first thought. Holy cow. And the post office, it all ties together. Holy blank. Wow. That was just something else. That was pretty obvious.
I don't understand.
Yeah, so I rewind a little bit, but yeah.
Gabby and I are sort of pen pals.
Yep.
Yeah! There was this whole thing where I pretended to get a cutie mark because Griffins don't get cutie marks, so Princess Twilight had spikes and a bunch of letters off to Griffinstone about the first Griffin ever to get a cutie mark, which I really didn't have.
Of course. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Nice callback, by the way, to that episode, where the CMCs were helping Gabby out, and of course, an amazing song, by the way, with "Find the Purpose in My Life." Awesome song. So okay, so that makes sense, because Twilight wanted, to send the message. Yeah. Is that Rain or is that the construction people? Okay, I think it's the construction people or Car. I don't know. One of the two. I know the Rain is all still up north. So yeah, wow, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Because Griffins don't get cutie marks, so Princess Twilight had spikes and a bunch of letters off to Griffinstone about the first Griffin ever to get a cutie mark, which I really didn't have. Gabby wrote back explaining things, and after that we just started writing back and forth. Turns out we have a lot in common. We both come from cultures that don't have the friendliest of reputations.
She's not wrong. And we've seen that with Smolder and Gallus at the school, with dragons and griffins, and maybe that's why they're able to hit it off so quickly. I didn't think about this, but that makes sense because they come from two cultures that are, viewed mostly in a very negative light by mostly ponies and the rest of Equestria. With dragons being competitive and tough and, and all that. And griffins very much being, this aggressive, angry species the same way, So, yeah, if any culture really needed the school, certainly a dragon and a griffin would make some sense. But that's why it's great to see the growth that Smolder and Gallus have both experienced because of that. So yeah, this actually this works. This makes sense in a way. I can see why they'd have a lot in common because of their cultures. So yeah, this makes sense in that regard.
We're both in the message sending business.
Handy to
I
count.
sure wish I could send scrolls with my breath. Yes. Now I understand why you didn't come to the gem cave. Having a friend in town is a rare treat. Oh, since you're busy today, maybe we can do something tomorrow. Fabric shopping? I know how you love to pick out the colors. Actually, now that there's a griffin at Twilight School, Gabby's here all the time. Grandpa Gruff asked for a lot of updates about how Gallus is doing. Speaking of which,
Of
where's
course.
going?
I'll fly with you.
All right, you two fly along. I'm sure Spike and I can do something some other.
And they're gone.
Time?
Wow.
I cannot decide which shade of purple is the most royal.
I go the one on the right.
And there's the pink. How will I ever choose?
Oh, poor Dash.
Here.
Oh, okay. So this is the bugaboo, of course, of not having Spike around to help you out, Rarity. Now you got to recruit all the rest of the main six to help you out. Of course, we knew AJ wasn't the world's greatest basket holder, and now Rainbow Dash, poor Dash here, is trying her hardest to be the fabric holder. And I understand she's a Wonderbolt, but wings can only do so much in that regard. Yikes.
Narrow it down. He is a good sounding board, isn't he?
get a flashback montage. Spike was like a visual taste tester. That's great. And now, oh, hi Gallus, hi Silverstream, hi Yona. Aww. This is like a before and after montage. Like with Spike and without Spike. Clearly vast differences. Oh. Aww. Oh, Larabon! Oh. One of the best couples in the show. Because, of course, we know that they are just friends, right? Hasbro will never confirm that they are more than that, even though I think we as a fandom view them as more than that. They are adorable. I totally ship this. I will ship. What do I call this, though? What do I call this? Spabby? Gabike? This is kind of a hard shipping name because the way their names are. Spiffin. It's Spike with a Griffin. Spiffin. I like it. I think that's better because their names are too hard to ship. So I'm gonna call them Spiffin. I think that's a lot better. Because if you put their names together, it's kind of it's weird. Gabike just sounds weird, and Spabby is just that just sounds gross. No, Spiffin. I like this. I'm definitely shipping those two, like for sure. They're just so adorable together. And at the spa together. So we're still doing the before and after montage, and now nothing.
Could you bring the pincushion a little closer, dear? I suppose now that Spike's always so busy with Gabby. I'm just now realizing how much his presence has meant to me over the years.
Clearly.
Even closer, darling. I don't want to prick you. I have to admit, everything feels a bit...
Which pony did you get to help you out now, Rarity? Oh, Flutters.
Oh, darling. It's no use. Thank you for trying. I'm just accustomed to the help of a small, highly attentive dragon. Maybe you should let Spike know how grateful you are for everything he's done for you.
Oh boy. This won't end well.
Oh, I'm sorry, Spike. I didn't mean to frighten you.
Aww.
Rarity, what are you doing here? Well, I realize it's late, or rather early, but I have a surprise, and I just couldn't wait to share it. The great gem crevasse of the Crystal Mountains.
Huh?
Whoa. It is only accessible once a year, and I thought a little day trip would make a wonderful thank you for all the help you've given me over the years.
Oh, but I'm supposed to meet Gabby today for her rounds.
Of course you
I
are.
see. There's always next year.
You know what? I'll just write her a note.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Wow. That surprisingly worked. The fact that it does come up once a year, I guess, would make sense, then, for Spike to jump in on it. Makes you wonder, though, how Gabby's going to take it. Or I'm sure something will happen on those rounds that'll have to cause Spike to come back. Probably.
Wow, Rarity, you weren't kidding. The gem crevasse was amazing. I'll be snacking on these for a week. What did I tell you? Hey, Spike! Gabby, you won't believe where I went today. Actually, I think I will. I got this stroll. The great gem crevasse sounds a lot better than doing my rounds.
Wow.
Wow, it was definitely better. I gotta get back to Griffinstone, but you have to tell me all about the crevasse tomorrow. Absolutely.
Gabby is so understanding. Like, that's what makes her such a great character. Like, she's so understanding. Like she didn't even mind at all that, you know, Spike went with Rarity. Which is kind of the opposite of how Rarity views this thing, because Rarity clearly is jealous of Spike and Gabby's relationship, friendship, closeness, pen palness, whatever you want to call it. Rarity is clearly jealous. Gabby is completely understanding. Like, that's two totally different sides of the spectrum. So clearly, Gabby is taking this a lot better than Rarity is, and that's saying a lot. Like, it's not against Gabby's character as much as it's really against Rarity's character.
Thanks again, Rarity. Great day. Okay, start from the beginning, because I want to do everything. Well, to get to the crevasse, you have to climb across a rope bridge because the air's too thin to fly.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing. Then,
Whoa!
Sorry, Rarity. Oh, no apology necessary, Spike. In fact, I was just looking for you.
Oh?
Why? Because I just acquired these. Passes to power voting Palooza for
Wait. I think I hate, this is kind of like predictability here, but I kind of see what Rarity is kind of doing. She is going to try to pull whatever she can to keep Spike from spending time with Gabby. You want Spike all to yourself, don't you, Rarity? Oh, gosh. That is, wow. And again, the element of generosity, people. And she's acting selfish. This happened in the episode with 246 Great, with Rainbow Dash, the element of loyalty, not really acting like it. And now we have this. What is it lately with some of these characters acting so out of their character? Our main six, our tried and true over nearly 9 seasons, and some of them are just acting so out of character, it's not like them to act like this. And this jealousness. And even going to Twilight with her behavior in Trivial Pursuit. You know, we've really had 3 of the 6 like act totally out of their character. Is this kind of like a precursor to the finale in a way? Like, you know, the fact that they're acting so out of character. We haven't really seen it in AJ yet. We haven't really seen it in Pinky yet, except, well, maybe Last Laugh, but I don't really count that because she wasn't really being out of character. Cheese Sandwich was, she wasn't. But we've had Twy be out of character, we've had Dash be out of character, and now here Rarity is being out of character. Like, this is kind of becoming like a running trend. So I don't know if that means anything for the finale, if I'm reading too much into it, I don't know. But this is not looking very promising. I don't know. This is really odd.
I know we just went to the crevasse, but I feel I've barely scratched the surface of expressing my gratitude for all you do.
Well, of course I want to go, but that'll be
2 days in a row we haven't hung out. No, are you kidding? It's Power Pony Palooza. You have to go. And now you'll have 2 things to tell me about. Okay.
See again, Gabby, so understanding. Who's being the more generous one in this situation? And hint, hint, the answer isn't Rarity. Unbelievable. This is... Well, this episode did start with some promise, Josh, but now you're kind of going down the same path that a couple of the other writers went down. When one made Rainbow Dash act like an arrogant little prick, and the other made Twilight look like, again, an arrogant, very much outside of her character. I don't even know. Wow, this episode started with a lot of promise, and now we're kind of going down into the, speaking of crevasses, the crevasse of unlike behavior. Aww.
My claw's sore.
I bet.
I have no idea how much walking there is at a Power Pony convention.
Yeah, there's a lot of merch.
I know I told Gabby we'd hang out tomorrow, but I might need the whole day to rest. I know what you mean. Perhaps I could just send her another note. I think maybe you're right. Honestly, I might need to spend tomorrow putting my hose up as well.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Or you'll find something else for you and Spike to do.
I hadn't counted on Power Pony Palooza being quite so draining, but I thought we might spend the day recuperating together. No way! Ogres and Loopy Hats?
Oh, of course, because that's the way to Spike's heart.
And this seemed like the perfect opportunity for you to teach me the game. Spike! I got your note! I figured I'd come by before my rounds with a bowl of energizing turnip soup. And Princess Humanity, use the shield of the Wahoo to defend herself from the purveyor of poor color coordination. Oh, she can try. Success! Smarity shield holds against the green-eyed monster's attack. And that bite. Oh, hi, Gabby. We were
This is
just...
awkward.
Rules said you were too tired to do anything today.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, Spike. Oh, gosh. Wow. Oh, yeah. I don't think Gabby's going to be understanding about, I don't know, lying. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this one, this is going to hurt.
Just too tired to do anything with me. No, that's not true. I can come with you on your rounds right now. I don't think so, Spike. Maybe I'll just handle the rounds on my own from now on. Ooh! Princess Humanity uses her prismatic bead to change that floral essence color to a more blazing shade of purple.
Oh, yeah, now you've done it. Well, to be fair, they're both at fault. Okay, let's be clear. To be fair, they're both at fault on this. Rarity, of course, for being out of her character and trying to keep Spike away from Gabby as much as possible. And then Spike is at fault for pretty much lying and not telling Gabby, oh no, I decided to then, because Rarity brought Ogres and Oubliettes over, and not tell her the full story. So in a way, it's a lie, but really it's not telling the whole truth. It's not giving them the whole story. So here they're both at fault. I mean, obviously I'm faulting Rarity the whole episode because she's just being out of her character. But this one's kind of on Spike a bit too because he didn't tell Gabby the whole story. So yeah, this is This is a tough pill to swallow, but it's kind of on both of them. So, yeah.
But Monday Night Football. It's not. It's a Cuisine Masters. Oh, classic. Worst cooks in America.
Hopefully it comes
Tuesday
back after
starting at
this.
7 on Discovery Family.
We're back with Discovery Family. What do you think, Spike? Solids or prints? Prints, I guess. You already have a lot of solid colors. Well, you're so right. Prints it is.
Aw,
So let's
Spike
ignore
is
Spike.
so depressed.
Oh no. I hope you're able to reconcile with Gabby.
Aw.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to.
He is just so. Oh. This is like, okay, this is the worst I've seen Spike. This is Spike's low point. Like, this is, pardon the pun, but this is gem bottom. Like, this is the lowest I've seen him. This is really bad. We've seen Spike in a lot of tough spots, but this is, wow, this is really bad. And Rarity, you're not here for him at this moment. You're not going to fix this and try to make this right. Well, hopefully she does eventually. And I get the feeling that she will, hopefully. Probably in a rushed resolution, as we've seen in other episodes this season. But yeah, this is low for Spike. This is pretty low.
I quite enjoyed our date together, Spike. Yeah. Hi, Spike. I've never seen Spike this sad before. Do you know what happened? Yes, but he's still just tired from Power Pony Palooza.
Oh, get on with it. Tell the truth. Get on with it. Good grief. Twilight's going to see right through that. Get on with it.
That's it. Well, I suppose it's possible it could have something to do with Gabby not wanting to spend time with him anymore. What? I thought the two of them were hanging out all the time. They were. Honestly, it took everything I had to convince him to spend any time with me at all. But between Crystal Gem crevasses, Power Pony conventions, and a marathon game of O&O, I managed to get some time in. It sounds like you made sure he didn't have any time to spend with Gabby at all.
Thank you! Thank you, Twilight, our voice of reason. No pun intended to the fellow reviewer. Thank you!
I certainly did not.
Yes, you did.
But I suppose I may have monopolized him a teeny bit.
A teeny bit. A lot bit.
I just got so used to having Spikey wacky around. I wasn't prepared for how much I'd miss him when he wasn't. Friendships change, but just because Spike made a new friend doesn't mean he stops being yours.
Right.
I know, but now I have to share him. Which I suppose I'll have to get used to. Right after I fix this mess I've made.
There you go.
Good talk.
This.
Rarity? Is all this stuff for Spike again? Wouldn't it be easier to just give it to him? And why are you even here? I am here to apologize, actually. More to confess. And all of this stuff isn't this fun. It's the evidence against me. Evidence? For what? For my absolute utter selfishness. I don't understand.
Thank you.
These are the items I used to lure Spike into spending as much time with me as possible. They are? You did? Rarity? What are you doing? Well, obviously I'm apologizing to Gabby so the two of you can renew your friendship, Spike. Now please, even if you can't forgive me, you simply must forgive Spike. Oh, I actually owe you an apology. I wish I didn't need to, but the more time you two spend together, the more I missed my time with Spike, and the more I used every means at my disposal to get it back. I am truly sorry.
You really miss spending time with me?
Of course! I have to say, after not hanging out with you, I understand why. You're kind of awesome!
Oh.
And I know what it's like to miss that now, too.
So, do you think maybe we could start hanging out again?
Absolutely!
I don't suppose you'd like some company on your rounds right now.
I sure would! Wonderful! I can't tell you how pleased I am that the two of you have
And they're gone.
reconciled. I suppose Twilight is right. Friendships do change.
And Jim's breakies.
Of course, Spike and I will always be friends. And I can get used to sharing him.
Well, was me.
Sorry, I just didn't want
And now
to
Pinky's trying.
wake the bats. Cutting, catching the gems is what the basket is for.
Wow, you two need to be a lot quieter.
Spike, how wonderful to see you.
Aww.
Yeah, Gabby and I had a great day, but I'll always still want my Rarity time.
Oh, so that's how it works.
Well, I don't know. Again, I'm kind of on the fence on this one, because I mean, this is another, in my opinion, this is another Josh Haber mixed bag episode. Predictability was high. Rarity being out of character. You know, I mean, the resolution was predictable. This one is just, it had promise. It had a lot of promise with this one, and it was great to see Gabby again. Don't get me wrong, she's a great character. But yeah, this one is going in the med bank as well. This one is, now I got to see like where I'm going to put this one, because this is tricky. Let's see, where do I put this one? I hate to even put this below Sweet and Smoky, but at least Sweet and Smoky gave Smolder and Ember some good screen time, and at least, you know, it was somewhat predictable, but it wasn't like as predictable as this. Like, so because of the predictability here, and because of Rarity acting the way she was, I'm going to put this episode, I'm pretty much going to put it in the same vein as Last Laugh. Well, maybe not exactly in the same vein. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'm going to give this one 6 out of 10. Because it goes right between Sweet and Smoky and Last Laugh. This again, this is just an okay episode. It's good. It has its strong moments with Gabby coming back, and you know, with the early, you know, stuff going on, and figuring out that the whole pen pal thing and that kind of thing. But after that, it becomes really predictable. And again, Rarity's behavior is just so out of character, and we've seen that already multiple times this season. So it's I think it has to be like, this has to be like a precursor of what's to come in the finale. Like it has to be, because we've already now seen 3 of the main 6 already kind of, you know, in these last few episodes be really out of character for them. So this has to be like a sign of what's to come. So this is 6 out of 10. It was an okay watch. It was decent, but but in the end, it kind of just went down a predictable rabbit hole, and Rarity acting the way she did was, yeah. So, yeah, it was tough in the end. So, decent, not great. So, that's this stream. BattleBots we'll see. I want to at least get this one uploaded first, and then if the weather stays clear, then I will upload a BattleBots reaction stream. Otherwise, I'll probably just talk about it in a future stream. So we'll see what it does. Right now the weather's cooperating, which is good, because right now everything is staying well to the north. But we'll see. So thank you for your understanding on this. I appreciate the patience and understanding on it. And hopefully soon, hopefully later today or tonight, I will get the BattleBot stream recorded and uploaded as well. So thank you so much for your views, your understanding. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video /stream. Spiky Dash signing off.